What's good? Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. Talking about the Detroit Pistons once again. And that's your boy CJ Goodfellow. Like the Pistons are weighing every option, looking at every hiding spot, crevice of the earth for a head coaching candidate. And seem to be doing their due diligence at finding a new coach. And rumor has it that they interviewed John Beilein, Michigan head coach, for their head coaching vacancy. Now, John Beilein came from West Virginia, and he came to Michigan, and he tore it up. He doing a hell of a job at Michigan. He's one of the few coaches that can, that don't really do one and dones. And his team grows, and by the time most of his team hit the junior or the senior year, they ready to make a run for the NCAA tournament. So, just coming off he come off a loss in the national championship versus a tough Villanova team. He's proven that he's a good coach. I was skeptical with him coming here, but he's definitely brought some type of security blanket and a new standard to Michigan basketball that it hasn't been in many, many years. So, as a Michigan fan, am I mad at John Beilein for wanting to leave? No. I feel him. I can understand, you weighing your options, because Tom Izzo taught the Cleveland Cavaliers a few years ago. And I think ultimately, I think he's going to stay with the Michigan. I think he's just weighing his options. We still want John Beilein at the University of Michigan because, like I said, he brought this program back to relevant. He made this program relevant. And that's always a good thing. But, sometimes college coaches want to test the waters and see probably what he can get on the pro level. So, will his style work in NBA? He going to have to make some adjustments. He going to have to make some adjustments for sure. Because this ain't the college game, and, he seems like a very, very stern and nice guy, so I think, a lot of guys are going to respect him, so he won't pretty much have the issue where, guys won't, because he's a guy you can just tell demands respect, and I think men, will respect him, not just teenagers. I think he'll be okay on that end. It's just, schematically wise, and like what offense he going to run the pros, and what defense, because, he ran a lot of that zone stuff in college. I just want to see his maturation or his adjustments that he going to make at the pro level. And hopefully in the interviews, the Pistons are asking those questions like, what are we going to do with Dre, Jackson and Blake Griffin, because you forced to keep them. So how, what do you envision your offense looking like with them, defensively wise, and, what you believe in player development? Do you believe in playing the young players? And stuff of that nature. So it definitely was a shocker when I woke up and read the article, which I'll link it in the description. Shout out to M Live for the article. But it'll be definitely interesting, man. It'll be very, very interesting to see John Beilein as the Detroit Pistons head coach. I would watch the games, and it would just mess with me seeing him on the sidelines, man. And where would Michigan go from there, man? Would they try to match, scrap his contract and try to match a Detroit Pistons offer to keep him? Or he just, basically, I think he's just testing the waters, man, honestly. I don't think he's going to take this job, man. I don't. Why would you take a job that's this tough, with an owner that's not too smart? When you got security at Michigan, you could be a Michigan lifer. He set himself up to be the Michigan head coach for life. As long as he wants the Michigan job, it's his. He's becoming a cornerstone and a staple of Michigan basketball, just like Tom Izzo is a cornerstone and a staple of Michigan State basketball. Why would you want to get that up? I understand money is a motivator and it's a new challenge. You want to overcome a new challenge, okay? But, you happy. I'm pretty sure he's happy at Michigan. He got a routine. He consistently got a good team, good players. He got a system going that's working for him. He's doing well in recruiting. He keep recruiting top guys. He moving up the recruiting ranking all the time. So for me, like, why would he want to go to the pros? The money talks and BS walks. So maybe that's what he wants. That money, or he just want to take on a new challenge. He won't have to uproot his family, so that's something that he wouldn't have to worry about. Staying locally. Ann Arbor not too far from Detroit. So he looking at that like, what, this chance, opportunity might come again. The Pistons interviewed Kenny Smith, Juwan Howard. I'm pretty sure they talking to Dwayne Casey. And I think new blood is good. A new coach that brings something, as long as he got a game plan, as long as he's able to articulate to you, what are your plans to do with this roster? what he plans to do with this offense. You know, and we'll see. Hopefully they find a president of basketball operations before they hire some of these guys. I think that guy should want to sit in on the interview. So you never know. They might keep Jeff Bowers, man. You know, doing all these head coaching interviews. We didn't hear about no general manager / president of basketball operations interviews. You know, so I wonder how the interview with Kenny Smith and Juwan Howard went. You know, Juwan Howard been paying his dues for years. You know, so, you know, I think John Beilein will probably, just from the college playing point, he have more experience, but, you know, as a head coach and managing things and things of that nature. But I'm not pretty sure who's going to be the front runner. There's no real clear indication where they leaning at, how these interviews are going. I wonder who reached out to who, you know. You know, I'm surprised the Pistons didn't reach out to Tom Izzo. And maybe they did, and Tom Izzo declined to say, well, I'm happy at Michigan State. I'm a lifer, you know. I think John Beilein is a lifer at Michigan. I think he reached that status of being Michigan head coach for as long as he wanted to. You know, let me know what you think about John Beilein being a lifer at Michigan. Or potentially, you know, he can give up being a lifer for being a pro coach that, you know, at the pro level is no job security. You know, guys don't last long like Rick Carlisle with Dallas, you know. Guys don't last that long in pros. So I guess he probably thinking like, you know what, I always can fall back and go back to college if it don't work out, you know, still get a check. Having 2 checks coming in. So, you know, it's more to see sports talk. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. I know this one came out of left field, and it really did. But John Beilein interviewing for the coaching vacancy with the Detroit Pistons. I'll put the article link in the description as usual. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to share the video, subscribe if you haven't, hit the bell icon so you know when we drop that heat, you know. And probably planning on a live stream tomorrow, so I'll be prepared. I can't estimate what time it's going to be on, but hit the bell icon to know when I go live. We gone.